thing that I would love to share with each and every one of you is, first of all, through your imagination, is to try to discover what you believe that helper is. Sort of like I always bring this up with Mr. Roger. Whenever you're going through difficulty times, look for the helpers. You know what I mean? And there's some people that, don't believe that there's an outside force. And of course, for those of you that know me, I definitely do. So I want to start out by sharing with you guys a story, and hope it touches your heart. And then I have something that I'll add, and if you guys don't mind, let's just call it a day. You know what I mean? So this story is about oh, a lot of stories have to do with shepherds. And the shepherds are always out there with the sheep. And what the story is about is when the time of the year when all the moms are having, baby lambs. Unfortunately, just like a lot of animals, there becomes what it calls a bummer lambs, right? Now, a bummer lamb is just something that people don't quite understand, but it's all in the animal kingdom. But the mom just rejects the baby. So the mom rejects the lamb. And if the shepherd doesn't step in quick enough to get the lamb, once the mom rejects it, her total goal is to destroy it. Not a good story. So we've seen this through nature where it's like not only am I rejecting, but I'm also going to kill it. So the shepherd gets the bummer lamb away. And then what they do, and we've seen this, if you guys ever seen it on any videos, it's just so heartwarming because you see these, someone taking care of a baby lamb and holding it and feeding it. You know what I mean? But wouldn't you guys agree that virtually any small baby, when I see Ezra, it's like, I get all these weird emotions with me. And of course, I did with my sons and also my grandsons. But so what the shepherd does is it not only feeds the lamb, but it also it turns out to be something way grander, because as the shepherd holds the lamb and feeds it, it talks to it. Is there something natural about how many people think it's so hilarious when you see people talk to their animals or their babies that, what do they call it? You got this baby talk? You're like, oh, your squishy little face, whatever you're saying, right? So as the shepherd raises these bummer lambs, these rejected lambs, and not only cuddling it, but also feeding it and talking to it. Now, when they get old enough to be able to not get hurt and put them back into the flock of sheep, that you can have literally hundreds and thousands of sheep. And when the shepherd can be far away and sees like something coming and he wants them all to come back, he can very simply just yell, sheep, sheep, sheep. And all of a sudden you see 100 or 1,000 sheep that all come to the shepherd. The ones that are leading the pack were the bummer lambs. The bummer lambs know the voice of the shepherd. They were held by the shepherd. They were fed by the shepherd, and the shepherd talked to them. So the bummer lambs that no one wanted, that everyone had rejected, end up being the leaders. Do you guys like that message? Because that message is something that I really resonate with. And so, so as a person, understand that you're encouraging words and your kind words and the things that you do to encourage people and tell them that they can do it and just encourage them. Just understand that that's how that happens.